Hey guys, I'm Michael Allen for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Guys, I'm sure you heard of TripAdvisor. But chances are, if you're not in the travel agency or you don't know the industry, you probably believe that TripAdvisor is the holy grail, is the Bible of travel information. Now, if you know the travel business, you probably know that TripAdvisor is closer to being linked to the evil empire than it is the Holy Grail. And if you don't know that, you're either probably new to the travel game or you've been maybe playing the game so long, I don't know, you're floating down denial. I got no axe to grind. I'm not mad at TripAdvisor. This is purely for informational purposes. Now, when TripAdvisor started back in 2000, I love the concept. Are you kidding me? I mean, it was cool. It was like a written word of mouth, savvy travelers traveling around, writing their experiences, where you should eat, maybe what hotels you want to go and which, ones you want to stay out of. You kind of trusted it then. Now, why I don't like it is you're talking 40 to 50 million visitors each month on TripAdvisor and its sites, okay? To me, on a smaller scale, that's like a restaurant giving me a 30-page menu, and by the time the waiter comes over, I'm like, man, I can't decide. There's too many options. Well, actually, a better example would be I have a friend on Facebook. He's from the Philippines, and he's never been to the United States, but he wants to go to the United States. So on his wall on Facebook, he wrote, "I'm going to the United States. What's it like?" Well, I'm telling you, about 2,000 comments later, there were so many opinions, so many viewpoints, so many belly buttons that with different perspectives, people had different experience, different cultures, adding their 2 cents, whiners and complainers, crazy people, political people, people that were never in the States but thought they knew the States through the media. I mean, by the time it was done, he basically, you know what he wrote at the end? He wrote, "Sorry I asked." He didn't know anything more. It was too much. What's true, what's not true. He couldn't really decipher what was what. Okay, you're like, Mike, well, that's your opinion. We've used TripAdvisor before. We liked it. It seemed to be pretty accurate, for us. So what's your deal? Now, that's a fair enough question. But here's how TripAdvisor works, okay? Now, especially as it pertains to kind of Costa Rica destinations, okay? Places that are kind of average, a little above average, a little below average. People that get reviews, but not like a Disney World hotel type of way, maybe between 40 and a couple hundred or something. We're kind of talking in that class. Not a Ritz-Carlton where 1 million, maybe 2,000 reviews or whatever. So the fact is, if you're going to open a restaurant or a hotel or start a tour company down here, you have to get on TripAdvisor. I mean, you have to. Now, it's not necessarily because your competition is on TripAdvisor, although they probably are, but the owner knows that you believe TripAdvisor is the Bible. Now, obviously, that's great marketing by TripAdvisor. I mean, to come across as you're the only information website out there, the best, the Bible, is pretty good marketing. Now, so the owner's thinking, what better way, kind of free, I don't have to market too much, but get a high ranking on TripAdvisor. I mean, it's easy enough. So now, once you decide that, to me, you're officially in bed with the devil. You're going to hate it. You might love it, depending, but I'm telling you, you live by the sword on TripAdvisor, and you can die by the sword on TripAdvisor. Why? Because TripAdvisor does not police themselves very well. They are one of the most high-profile, manipulated sites on the freaking planet. Now, their veneer is they tell the public that they do take precaution. They do catch the fraud. They don't let the fake reviews go. They do pretty good. It's a very small percentage. Totally not true. It's just not true. Now, let's connect the dots, all right? Millions of people use TripAdvisor to make their travel plans. Restaurant owners, hotel owners, tour operators know this. So, they have to get ranked. They have to get up there in the higher ranks for you to notice them. You're not going to notice them if they're 3 pages down. It doesn't work like that. So what's the easiest way? Positive reviews for their place or their establishment, and negative reviews for their competition. They want to move up, they want their competition to go down. Now, I got no problem with the cream rising to the top. I mean, good should be rewarded, bad should, go away or whatever. So, but that's not the problem. The owners know they can manipulate TripAdvisor because it's so easy. So what do? First thing they do, they got to get in the rankings. So what do? They have to get friends and family to write reviews. Bogus reviews. Say they might send what they want written to their friend in Arizona. Please cut and paste this, start up an account on TripAdvisor, please do this on my restaurant. I know people down here in Fortuna personally that get paid to write reviews, to places they've never been, or whoever employs them to write reviews. Sometimes even negative reviews. They actually make more money writing negative reviews for the competitor. So very easy manipulated. So what happens is anyone can write anything about anybody without any accountability. So whether I was in that restaurant or not, I can say that I saw a rat in the kitchen when I was going to the restroom, and I don't have to prove nothing. It's on the owner to disprove it, basically. And I'm not sure, can you imagine how hard it is to disprove something that never really happened? So you can see how this can damage severely reputations, and businesses that have been established can go like this. Somebody that had a high ranking can go down because of these kind of things. Now, I got a pretty good story. This just happened. My friend, we'll call him Mr. Coffee. Mr. Coffee owns a coffee store in La Fortuna. Another person who also lives in La Fortuna got mad at Mr. Coffee. He went home, signed up, never been on TripAdvisor in his life, signed up an account, wrote a scathing, ugly, dishonest, bullshit review on Mr. Coffee. Matter of fact, even mentioned the word formaldehyde with coffee. So you can kind of imagine. So Mr. Coffee writes TripAdvisor and say, please, do all the things you say you do to show that this is a bogus review, dishonest review, and when you see that it is, please take this review off my page. This is going to hurt me, hurt my reputation, hurt my rankings. Guess what? TripAdvisor didn't take it down. And they don't take it down. Only the most, they take maybe the most stupid and egregious manipulators off. They catch one fraction, really. One fraction, maybe. So Mr. Coffee gets mad at TripAdvisor, wants to get off of TripAdvisor, says, heck with him, I don't even want to be with you. They won't take him down. They won't take his business off. It is on to this day right now. Now, it might be off eventually, but it really is an act of Congress. Another funny thing, there's a steakhouse here. I've been here 7 years. There's a steakhouse here that's number 1 on TripAdvisor. At least they were. I've never heard of them. They're number 1. I don't know their name. I don't know where they're located. But they're number 1. There's no possible way. They obviously manipulated. I'm telling you, I would bet you 50% or more of the reviews concerning La Fortuna and its tour operators or whatever, hotels and restaurants are completely manipulated. I can almost guarantee that. So the bottom line here is TripAdvisor is a huge, huge global business. It has no interest in being a public service. It wants 3 things: hits, traffic, and click-throughs. The more constraints they put on the site to make people accountable, the less money they're going to make. It's the end of story. It comes down to advertisers and their money. So for me, it's not worth the hassle. It's not worth trying to find out what's true and what's not true. And plus, I do not want to feed the belly of the beast. Until TripAdvisor can show some integrity and clean up their act, I don't want any involvement with them. But why would they clean up their act? You're probably talking really millions or billions of dollars. Expedia, Hotels.com, all their advertisement, man, they make serious, serious money. So to me, I'm going to probably continue using the guidebook. I'm probably going to continue to consult forums. I'm going to consult maybe videos like us made from real people who you can see experience certain things. And you know what? We're in Costa Rica. I want the surprises, man. I want the adventure. I want to take the good and the bad. I want to, travel a bit on the fly. I don't want everything canned by like TripAdvisor, I guess. So, if it would be nice if you could comment big time on this video and help spread the word about TripAdvisor. I don't mind it being another source, another book, but it should not be the book. It should not be the Bible. I'm Michael Allen for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps.